Good morning. My today's guest is Francesca Del Gado. And first, I would like to say some information about her. Let's start. Francesca is an Italian speech therapist and fluency specialist. She graduated European Clinical Specialization course on fluency disorder in 2016, specialized in the assessment and rehabilitation of therapy stuttering and speech fluency disorder for all age groups. She carries out training activities and she is a speaker at national and international conferences on rehabilitation of verbal fluency disorders. And today we are talking about methods of therapy, about stuttering in Italy, and I hope that Francesca give me some advice to become a good therapist. So let's start with it as a first. My question is how to become an effective clinician. What tips do you have for young speech therapists?
I'm very happy to answer to this question. And certainly it is very important to study and not be satisfied with the information received in university. A good clinician, in my opinion, must know the update research on fluency disorder, because the fluency disorders are still not fully explained. So to offer a good treatment to our patients, we need to know international research and keep up to date. Another important element, we must know the person we care for. We must listen to our patient. We must fully understand the manifestations of the disorder in that specific person. Each person who stutters is unique, and we have to listen to them to understand better and have a very good job. Therefore, to be an effective clinician, you need to study a lot and listen to the person, but I believe that you also need to create together with the patients the tools and also the resources that can help us to achieve the goals of the treatment. We have to work together with the patient. Another important thing is to always seek comparison with colleagues. We have to share our knowledge, our thoughts about each patient with the other colleagues, even the younger ones. I think that we also, I am old, but I can learn a lot from my students. I have been very lucky and have been able to work with colleagues who have inspired me a lot and have been really generous with me. I gained a lot of competence from the specific training of the European course on specialization on fluency disorder, which helped me to use the right information to give the best to my patients, and always question to me and try to have to improve my knowledge and my way of going with patients.
Thank you for this advice. I will try to remember and use it in my future job, I hope. And the next question is connected with a situation of stuttering in Italy. So my question is, what are the challenges for Italian speech therapists who specialize in stuttering, and how is stuttering socially perceived in Italy? Do people pay attention to this and look for therapy, or they don't view stuttering as a problem?
Ala, in Italy, we surely not have a good level of information in university. For example, not all university courses are yet adequate on skill related to disorders of verbal fluency. But we are making many steps forward, and we have a new partnership to offer to Italian speech therapists more complete access to European specialization. We hope also soon there will be a master in Italian language. And the problem is that the Italian speech therapists still have to conquer an adequate space to work independently on all aspects of the fluency disorder. I mean both the aspects related to this fluency and the behavioral aspects related to this fluence and communication. This is a great challenge for an Italian speech therapist because people in Italy think that people who stutter is not able to do everything, and the only way to have a goal is to stop stuttering, and we know that this is not possible. So what happens is that stuttering is perceived as a big problem to be eliminated in order to restore ability to the person. And many people in Italy are convinced that those who stutter cannot do many things, feel many rules, and therefore those who stutter spend a lot of energy, a lot of powerful for the magical cure. They want to look for the magical treatment that eliminates this fluency, or they allows it to be hidden from others. They do not use to say, okay, I stutter. So for a speech therapist in Italy, it's not so simple to work on stuttering, I can say.
Thank you for your answers. I think most of us don't realize of these things. So all the more is good to listen. And then I would like to ask you about some methods of therapy. So my question is, what is play therapy and who can benefit the most from this?
I love this program because I collaborate with my colleagues to develop this program. The program is Play, and is a direct and an indirect program for children who stutter from 2 to 6 years of age. The primary objectives of the Play program are to desensitize the patients and the family to stuttering, promoting open communication about stuttering, implement emotion recognition and problem-solving skills in children who stutter. The program also aims to provide tools to implement the identification of this fluency and modification of these fluencies. So it's a very special program because you can use, using Play, you can use some special fairy tales that we developed to work on problem solving and emotion recognition.
Okay, thank you. It's really interesting. And my next question is connected with a conference, because during last international conference on stuttering was called initiative the ICOS, International Change of Opinion on Stuttering Ambassadors. What are the assumptions of this project?
This is a very important program for me. I love this project also because give to me the opportunity to work with other colleagues in other countries. So it was decided to give a double meaning to the ICOS acronym. not only international conference on stuttering, but also international change of opinion on stuttering. We want to multiply the people who in our countries can bring positive information about stuttering and about people who stutter. We want to increase information and training on stuttering and on the real possibilities of stutters to be an effective communicators. The ambassador serves as a facilitator, cultural promoter, and cooperator for dissemination of the positive idea of stuttering. To be recognized as an ambassador, you can be also a student. You can also you can be a person who stutter, a parent. The most important thing is that you, with your playing life, can teach to other people something very good about, very positive about stuttering.
The next question concerns to program MAIDA SP. And how to apply art in therapy of stuttering.
This is another way that we use for the treatment of stuttering for the people who stutter from of all ages, from school age to adults, and is a specific treatment. Integrate the art-mediated therapy with traditional therapy. The integration with the mediated arts iris from the desire to let the stammering patient experience to use of the skill acquired in situations that are challenging for him or for her, characterized by time pressure, interaction with one or more other subjects in a creating and motivating way. We want to try to find always something that motivates patients to work in our setting. And the proposed integrative activities of speech therapy make use of the contribution of mediated arts, and in line with the cognitive behavioral therapy approach, expose the person to the favored stimulus that produce an anxious reaction in him or in her. And we encourage them to confront it, to have experience that they can take off in their real life. And the arts is really, really very efficient. We use theater, we use dubbing, and we use radio also.
It sounds really interesting for me, and I hope maybe in the future I can be part of this project.
Ala, you are welcome when you want.
Thank you.
We love to share our way of treatment with other colleagues in other countries. This is a very important thing for us.
Okay, thank you. And now it's my last question. We come back to the situation in Italy. Are there any stuttering associations or stuttering self-help groups in Italy?
Mm-hmm. In Italy, unfortunately, we do not have very old self-help associations. And personally, I recognize one that has been working on Facebook for about a year and a half to support and bring together people who stutter or other people who are interested in this subject, in this topic. It is run by people who stutter, who are also speech therapists. So I think that is a very, they are working very well to disseminate scientifically valid information and to help those interested in stuttering in understanding better. In this group, there are beautiful testimonials of people who stutter and who face difficulties seeking support and supporting the group. We hope that the groups grows and more will be born in the next years. And I think that we can learn a lot from your country, because I know that in Polish there is a very good process about these self-help groups.
Thank you. Unfortunately, we have to finish our interview.
Okay.
So I would like to say thank you for sharing your knowledge and for your time. And I believe that your advice and your experience and reflections will be very interesting for me and for our listeners. And I hope that it's not our last meeting.
Okay, Hala, you're welcome. It was an honor for me to have this opportunity to talk with you, to answer to your questions, and I hope also that it can start something new to work together. Thank you.
Thank you. I wish all the best for you. Thank you.
The
Goodbye.
same for you.